Hello everyone. In today's session, first we will look into the topic types or kinds of partnership. Now, first one is partnership at will. Now, according to Section 7 of Partnership Act 1932, partnership at will means whichever partnership firm which can be dissolved with the mutual consent of all the partners, it is known as partnership at will. Means at the starting of forming that partnership, if all the partners they agree or they make a contract that whenever all the partners feel right, they will dissolve the partnership firm. So that is nothing but partnership at will. Then second is partnership for specific performance. Now this partnership is formed for certain predetermined purpose, and the partnership is automatically dissolved after the objective is achieved. Now in here one example is given. Suppose a partnership firm was formed for constructing a bridge or a particular building. Then as soon as the construction finishes, the partnership will automatically dissolve. Now those kind of partnership are known as partnership for specific purpose. Now because these kind of partnerships are made for specific purpose only. Then the third one is partnership for specific period. Now just like in point number 2, we saw that some partnerships they were made for specific purpose. Now partnerships can also be made for specific period, and after completion of that particular period, the partnership firm will be automatically dissolved. For example, formation of partnership to sell handloom cloth in any national or international exhibition. Now we all know that national or international exhibitions they are formed for a particular period of time. As soon as these exhibitions are over, that partnership firm will be dissolved. Then next is ordinary partnership. All the partnership firms registered under Partnership Act 1932 are said to be ordinary partnerships. Now all the other partnership firms they are ordinary means what? Simple normal partnership. So all the partnerships they are known as nothing but ordinary partnership, but an unregistered partnership firm will not be considered as ordinary partnership firm. Then limited partnership. Now this type of partnership firms, in this case one or more partners, one or two, or doesn't matter how many members, but some partners will have limited liability and the rest of the partners they will have unlimited liability. Now that is why it is known as limited partnership, because some partners they will have limited liability. But another important point is that this kind of partnership they don't exist in India. Okay, then now let us see what is the basic difference between partnership and sole trade. Now legislation. Partnerships they have particular Partnership Act 1932, but for sole trade there is no such proper act. Then number of members, we know that in partnership minimum number of members should be 2 and maximum 10 in banking and 20 in other businesses. But in sole trade it is only owner who used to run the business, but he can take help from his family members or he can keep some employees in his business. Then agreement. There must be agreement among partners, but in case of sole trade an agreement is not required. Then distribution of profits are shared among the partners, but in case of sole trade entire amount of profit is enjoyed by the proprietor only. Capital. As compared to sole trade partnership they have more capital, but sole trade, since the owner is the only one person who is running or he is bringing the capital, so capital amount is limited. Then secrecy. As we all know, less the people know, it is safer to keep a secret. So in partnership, since there are more people, so keeping business secrecy is kind of difficult. But in case of sole trade, secrecy can be maintained because the owner is the only one who knows all the secrets of his business. Then personal touch. It does not have personal touch because a lot of people they are partners, so all of them they want to run the firm according to themselves. Then in sole trade personal touch is possible because he is the only one and he can have good relations with the people around his business. But in case of partnership, since partnership firms they used to have lots of members, they cannot keep in contact with all of their consumers. Okay, now let us see what is difference between partnership and joint Hindu family business. Again, for formation, they have to follow all the rules mentioned in Partnership Act 1932, but in joint Hindu family business, they have to follow Hindu law. Then new member. A new member can be admitted with the concept of other partners. Means if all the partners they agree to admit one new partner, then they can do that. But in joint Hindu family business, as soon as a male child born, he automatically becomes member of that business. Then female membership. In partnership firm, a female can become a partner. But in joint Hindu family business, except for some special circumstances, females they are not allowed to take part in the business. Then membership of minor. With all the consent of all the partners, a minor can become a partner in a partnership firm, but for only profit motive. But in joint Hindu family business, a male minor child becomes automatically the member of the business as soon as he is born. Then operation of business. Every partner can take part actively in the affairs of the firm, because every partner they have equal right in taking major decisions of the firm. But in case of joint Hindu family business, only Karta, the head of the family, he is the one who takes all the major decisions of the business. Then effect of death. Partnership is dissolved with the death of the partner. Means if all the partner dies, then partnership firm will be dissolved. But in case of Hindu family business, Karta, if he dies also, the next head of the family member will become new Karta and the family business will go on. Then number of members. There is a restriction in member in case of partnership firm, but in joint Hindu family business there is no restriction. The bigger the family, the more number of members will be in business. Then the new topic that we are going to take up today is cooperative societies. Now cooperative societies, it is also a kind of business, but it doesn't have profit motive as its main objective. Okay, now let us see what is meant by cooperative societies. Now in the early 19th century, economic conditions of the weaker sections, some of the economists they realized that weaker sections people they need more attention. Their economic conditions can be improved by cooperation. Means they can come together, work together, and they can improve their economic condition, and not by competition. Means if there is competition, then their economic condition will get worse. But if they cooperate with each other, then they can overcome their financial condition. Okay, now as such, persons living in the same locality and having common needs join together in the form of association. It is known as cooperative organization for mutual benefit. People living in same locality with same needs, they all come together, they form an association, and then they start working together. That is known as cooperative organization. Since they are working for their mutual benefit, profit motive is missing in this cooperative society, and it is replaced by service motive. In case there is surplus, it is distributed among members equitably, honoring the principle of distributive justice. Means even though after doing business, after the needs of the members are fulfilled, if there is surplus, then that surplus amount of money will be distributed among all the members. Okay, then let us see some there are some definitions given by various persons. Now the most convenient definition is this one. According to International Labour Organization, cooperative is an association of persons, usually of limited means. Means they don't have much capital, they have only limited resources, who have voluntarily joined together. Remember that they came together voluntarily, they were not forced by anyone, to achieve a common economic end. Means to overcome their economic condition or to achieve some common economic objectives. They formed this cooperative organization Formation of a democratically controlled business organization. Democratically controlled means all the members, they have equal right in decision taking or the operation of organization. Now, as such, cooperative societies are voluntary organized association of persons having common need joining together for mutual benefit. So, in conclusion, it is nothing but voluntarily people come together to form association. Then they have common need or wants. They join together for each other's benefit. Okay, now let us see some features or characteristics of cooperative societies. Now, first one is a registered society. Now, it is mandatory for all the cooperative societies to get registration from the registrar of their state only. Means each, all the states, they have their cooperative societies rule, and also every state they will have registrar of cooperative societies, and from there they have to take registration. But if any cooperative society they have no registration, then they have no legal existence. Then membership. A major person who has attained the age of 18 can become member of cooperative society. Then capital. The capital of the cooperative society is distributed into small parts known as shares. Now, suppose if the capital of a cooperative society is 1 lakh, then those 1 lakh of amount will be divided into equal parts, and that's each small part is known as share. Now, there is rule regarding share is that a member cannot subscribe for more than 10% of total capital. Means, suppose if the capital amount is 1 lakh, then each member they can have own maximum of 10% of that total capital. They can subscribe, means they can purchase shares of rupees 10,000 only, not more than that. Okay, because their capital is 1 lakh and 10% of 1 lakh is nothing but 10,000. Then no member can subscribe for share capital exceeding capital 1,000. The next is transfer of shares. Shares of cooperative societies are not transferable. Now, suppose if you have shares worth rupees 10,000, then you cannot transfer it to anyone else. Neither you can sell them in open market. Or if you want to buy a share of any cooperative society in the market, that is also not allowed. Then reserve fund. Now, it is rule for all the cooperative societies that 25% of the profit, whatever amount of profit is that, 25% is kept as reserve fund. Then mutual help. The basic idea behind the formation of cooperative society is the mutual assistance of its members. They don't work for profit motive, they work so that each and individual members' needs are fulfilled. Okay, they used to help each other. The next is government facilities. The government has exempted cooperative societies from making payment of registration fee. Now, while getting registration, government had given one facility that cooperative societies, they don't have to pay registration fee or stamp duty or income tax. Then equality of vote. Equality of vote, whether at the time of taking major decisions regarding cooperative societies, each and every member will have only one vote. Okay, they work on the principle one shareholder, one vote. Doesn't matter how much amount of capital they have in the society, cooperative society, but still, if one person has 50,000, suppose 50% of the shares, okay, but still he will have only one vote. Then voluntary organization. These cooperative societies are formed voluntarily. No one is forced to join cooperative society or to become its member. People with their own will, they want to become the member, they can do. Then service motive. Profit motive is absent in cooperative societies. It is the service motive that drives cooperative societies. Earning profit is their subsidiary objective, or you can say secondary objective, but the main aim is to help people to overcome their economic condition. Now, there is one printing mistake in here. In this one, it should be cooperative societies and not business risk. Okay, now how the cooperative societies are formed, let us see that. Cooperative societies are formed under Indian Cooperative Societies Act 1912, but in states of West Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, Maharashtra, and Chennai, these states have their own Societies Act, but for the rest of the country, they have to follow Indian Cooperative Societies Act 1912. Persons eager to form cooperative societies have to apply to Registrar of Cooperative Societies of their state. The application form must contain the following information. Now, in that application form, you have to mention name and address of at least 10 major persons. Then, every member must belong to the same locality, that is village, town, mohalla, laika, you can say. Then, name of the proposed cooperative societies. Whatever you are planning to keep name for your cooperative society, that you have to mention in your application form. Then, for what objective that society you are forming, that also you have to mention. Details of all the share capital, rights, duties and responsibilities of the members. Procedure for obtaining membership, means suppose after forming your cooperative society, if a person wants to become new member of your society, then what procedures he should have to follow, all those rules and procedure you have to mention it in your application form. Then articles of association. Now articles of association is nothing but internal rules, means how the members of the cooperative society will work internally in the organization. All those things should be mentioned in articles of association. Now, after submitting application form, if the registrar of the societies is satisfied with the information, then he will give you registration as a cooperative society, and it will have legal existence in the eyes of law. Now, in India, the most famous example of cooperative society is Amul. Okay, Amul is also a cooperative society, and it is gaining much more appreciation in today's business world. Okay, then let us see what are different kinds of cooperative societies. Now, first of all, these cooperative societies, they are divided on the basis of objectives for which they are formed. Okay, now first one is consumers cooperative societies. As you can see, the name consumers means these societies are formed by the consumer themselves. Okay, now the first consumer cooperative society was established in Germany by 28 weavers with a capital of 28 pounds. Now, this thing you don't have to remember. You have to understand what is meant by consumers cooperative societies. It is an organization of consumers. It is formed by consumers in order to protect their own interest. Its aim is to eliminate intermediaries like wholesaler and retailers. Now, we all are consumers, and in consumer cooperative society, some consumers, they come together, they purchase goods from the producer or manufacturer direct in bulk. Okay, and what they do is they sell among themselves. If surplus is left, they used to sell it to the normal people, or those who are not member of the organization also, they can sell it to them. Now, the main aim of this kind of cooperative society is nothing but to eliminate wholesaler and retailers, because if retailers and wholesalers are not in the distribution channel or in the process, then the consumers, they can buy at a cheaper rate from the manufacturer itself. Okay, other persons who are not the members of the society can also purchase goods from them. In case of short supply of a particular commodity, members are accorded with priority. Means if the amount of commodity is less, then the first preference will be given to the members, and if surplus is left, then it can be sold to the other members also. Now, sometimes they used to give special discount to members. Then second type is Producers Cooperative Society. It is an organization of workers formed to produce or manufacture commodities. Now, in consumer cooperative society, we saw that some consumers, they come together, they form society, and they purchase goods directly from the producers. But in producers cooperative societies, it is a group of workers who come together to produce or to manufacture some commodities, because if one worker tries to start producing any good or manufacture any good, then it will be very much tough for him to gather all the resources. So what they do is, some workers, they will come together and they will arrange all the factors of production like capital, machinery, and all those things, and then they will produce some goods and they can sell among themselves. Okay. Then third is credit cooperatives. These cooperatives are formed to improve the economic condition of its member. Credit means related with money. Some people, they come together, they contribute some amount of money, and those members who are in need of money, that time they lend money to that needy member as loan. Their main objective is to save the poor people from the clutches of the indigenous bankers, that is Seth, Sahukars, and Mahajans, means those money lenders who charge higher rate of interest. Sorry. Now, these credit cooperatives, their main motive is to save the members from those money lenders who used to charge higher rate of interest, because if cooperative society, they provide loan, they will charge less amount of interest as compared to the money lenders. Okay. This credit cooperative societies grant short-term loans to its member at a cheaper rate of interest. They also issue shares which are subscribed by its members. Now, shares of cooperatives are only subscribed by its members. Now, sometimes the government also, they grant loan to these societies at very cheaper rate. Okay. Now, members can also make deposit with the societies. They can deposit their money just like we deposit our money in bank. Then after some time, if any member wants any money for a particular reason, then he can take loan from the society, cooperative society. Then another form is miscellaneous cooperatives. Now, in miscellaneous cooperatives also, there are 6 types of societies. Let us see one by one. House building cooperative societies. As the name itself suggested, that these cooperative societies come together to build their own house. Okay. Now, these cooperatives are formed by those persons who do not own houses. They don't have their own houses, but they are low income group people, and they cannot purchase land and construct their own house. So what they do is that some common people, they will come together, they will form society, and with the pooled amount of money, they will purchase land, they will construct building, flats and all, and after the construction is completed, those flats or those houses will be given to the members of cooperative societies. Okay. Then next is marketing cooperative societies. In this type of cooperative societies, people or small producers or artisans, they voluntarily come together and they form a group and what they do is that they produce goods sold by the society alone, so it increases their bargaining capacity and fetches handsome price. What they will do is that they will purchase, or either they can manufacture their own goods and then they will sell it to the market. Goods produced by individual member producer is pulled up and sold through marketing cooperative. Means if any individual, he produces goods and he wants to sell it in the market, then he can take help from the marketing cooperative societies. Now, sale proceeds are distributed among members on the basis of products supplied by them to the cooperative. Now, let us take an example that 10 people, they came together, they formed a marketing cooperative society, and since he is the artist, he produced something. Then through this cooperative society, he can sell it in the market easily, because individually he will face a lot of problem in selling good. But when he takes help from the cooperative society, he will definitely sell his product in the market in at a good price, and after that, that amount will be divided among the member of the society based on the product supplied by them. Okay, now this marketing cooperatives provide the following facilities to their members. Means they do these cooperative societies, they help in transporting, warehousing, means keeping those goods in a safe place, then grading, packing and market research, everything they help the artisans or small producers. Okay, then next is cooperative farming societies. It is a voluntary organization of poor farmers. All some poor farmers, they will come together, they will form cooperative societies, and what they will do is they will combine all of their resources all together, and they will start farming on a large scale, and the production, whatever they cultivate, they will sell them in the market altogether, and the amount of money they will receive, they will distribute it among themselves based on the resources provided by them at the starting. The next is multi-purpose cooperative societies. Now these societies are formed to render various services to their members. Their activity zone is not restricted to particular service. Farmers Multi-Purpose Society may arrange loans for farmers, organizing sales of their agricultural products, making agricultural equipments. All these things, all the farm agricultural related activities can be done by the farmers cooperative society. But multi-purpose cooperative societies, they can do a lot of various activities. They can provide help or service to farmers as well as other above mentioned cooperative societies. So those societies are known as multi-purpose cooperative societies. If they provide any service to marketing cooperative societies, for that also they will receive some amount of money, and that money will be distributed among themselves. Okay, now these societies can also assist in dairy farming, etc. Now there are some other cooperative societies as well, like transport cooperatives. Means some people, they will come together, they will form cooperative societies, and they will engage in the business of transportation. Then milk distribution societies is there. Milk publishers, means those societies, cooperative societies, will help in publishing books or articles of small writers. Then better living societies, they look after the betterment of the societies, improving living standards of the poor. Then central cooperative societies. Now these societies are formed to manage, supervise, organize, regulate, and according and providing financial assistance to primary cooperatives. Now these central cooperative societies, what they do is they provide financial help to the other cooperative societies. They see that whether they help in managing, supervising or organizing other small cooperative societies. Now example of cooperative societies are central cooperative banks, state cooperative banks, etc. What they do is they provide loan whenever cooperative societies, they need any amount of money. These central cooperatives may be formed in any area, field, profession where individual efforts and resources cannot achieve the desired results. Means if in a certain area there are some people who are capable, but because of lack of financial assistance they cannot do that, then central cooperative societies, they come there, they help them, they help the people to overcome their their financial crisis. Okay, so in for today's session we will wind up here, and in our next session we will see other features or characteristics of consumer cooperative societies. So thank you.